Hi team, Anna here, makeup creator, teacher, and educator, specifically for people with hooded eyes, oily and textured skin, as well as 30 plus skin. Welcome, welcome. We love everything makeup on this channel. And today we are putting to the test the most blurring 4-step routine by HUDA Beauty. As you guys know, my skin is super oily and textured, so I am a really good judge when it comes to blurring products. I have never tried their primer. I'm excited to pair it up with their Easy Blur foundation, which I really, really love, to then go on with HUDA Beauty powder, which is the best powder in the entire world, and set it all with their newest addition, Easy Bake Setting Spray. I am so pumped to try this out. I have nothing but moisturizer on my face at the moment. Well, and eye makeup, obviously. It's really, really cute. I'm gonna post a tutorial on my shorts, so make sure to follow me to check all of that, and let's dive right in. So Miss HUDA Beauty claims that you're gonna get flawless airbrushed complexion if you go on with these 4 products. Now, I'm a very good judge of blurring primers. I have a ton of them. I have some of my favorites. Most of my favorites have silicones in it. This one doesn't. It is the Easy Blur Primer, silicone-free blurring primer, smoothing primer, I guess. So this is the new product. It is made, new product in my collection. Sorry, guys. It is made in South Korea, and we're gonna try it out with their foundation. Now, I will say that I do absolutely love this foundation, but I had it in a deeper shade, so kind of like my summer shade when I purchased it originally before I got on HUDA Beauty PR list, which thank you so much. I appreciate you, HUDA. But they sent me a lighter shade, which I think is going to work beautifully on me. I cannot wait to try it out. Let's start out with this primer because I am intrigued. My favorite primers include Benefit, Professional, e.l.f. Ooh, that's pink and so cute. e.l.f., Smashbox, Milani. This one feels a lot like the new Smashbox primer. It has a really slight fragrance to it. Really nice. Not crazy or anything. Okay, it is smoothing. It is smoothing. I mean, there's not much to smooth on the back of my hand, but we're gonna try it out on this half of my face. Well, on the entire face, but I'm just gonna apply it to this half on my video because I'm filming a short form video as well. Always multitasking, am I right? They also sent me like the smear, some hair clips, a bunch of cute stuff. HUDA's PR packages can never be matched. Never. They're so good. All right, I'm rambling. Let me put it right through here. That looks so good. Are you actually joking? And then start rubbing it into my skin. It is mattifying immediately, which I love to see, and definitely blurring. Now, don't get me wrong. It is not going to be flawless completely just because I do truly have ginormous pores on my skin and a lot of texture. Maybe for somebody with regular schmegular pores, this is going to work like magic. Nothing works like magic on me. But believe it when I say it, the combination of a good pore blurring primer and a good powder like the HUDA powder is going to look really, really nice at the end. So I am pumped to try this combo. All right, it is smoothing just a bit. I know that the magic is going to be once we actually set it with powder. So I'm pumped to see how it works with the other products because as of now, it is definitely working, but not impressing me. Do you know what I mean? It is mattifying though. If you can see, this side of my forehead is shiny. This one, not so much. So I like that. And then I always recommend waiting for about 2 minutes while your primer is working its way into your skin before going in with your foundation. I like this primer. It's nice. It's really, really nice. I cannot wait to put the foundation on though, because it's kind of difficult to see how the primer works on its own on my skin. Again, because I have really, really giant pores and nothing will make them go away. I can help them appear a little bit smaller, but you know, nothing crazy. I'm a realistic person, you know what I mean? Everyone who tells you it's magic is using filters. Like, come on, guys. But it is a decent blur. Let me show it to you side by side. This is the before. You can see oils coming through already, a lot of texture. This is the after. Looking a little bit more put together already. Step 2 is the Easy Blur Foundation by HUDA Beauty, and I know and love this product. This one is in the shade Chai. This also has niacinamide, and it's just a really, really good product overall. It is not necessarily super blurring on its own, but combined with their powder, it's actually really nice. What I love about it is that it's really long wear and lightweight. So this is the before. I don't have any foundation on this side of my face, and I do have a layer over on this side of my face. So you can see that it doesn't look cakey or like it's a lot or that I'm wearing too much makeup. It just really looks natural and lightweight as it is. For a foundation, it's a really, really amazing formula. It is not a skin tint, So you are going to feel that you're wearing makeup, but it's nowhere near to what Huda's like original foundation was. Do you remember that one? That one felt like a lot, and it felt like a lot of makeup on the skin. This one is super lightweight, very, very nice and perfected formula, and just overall really not creasing. That's what I'm trying to say. I wore it to a couple weddings over the fall, and really it did not crease, it did not move. It was just really, really long wear. That's kind of what I'm looking for in a foundation. That's a really important thing for me, because my skin is also super oily and stuff just falls down from my face all the time. That sounded crazy, but you know what I mean. Anyways, this is what my face is looking like after step 2, foundation. Listen, we are getting somewhere for sure. I am the kind of person to always mention that whenever a product like a foundation claims to be blurring, it is not true. Foundations do not blur. No foundation ever is going to be blurring. What is going to be blurring is a combination of blurring primer, then whatever foundation you're using, just make sure it's not too glowy, and then a really, really good loose powder. Now that is going to make your face look flawless and look like a filter. Obviously, that's just my opinion. That's what I have come to know since trying out a bunch of product on my face on a daily. So yeah, no foundation ever is going to be blurring. Obviously, some are going to be better than others. This is better than most. ABH has a good blurring foundation. But the magic comes when you actually use a really good primer and a really good powder with those. All right, I have applied cream contour, concealer, cream blush, and it's finally time for powder, which is arguably my favorite step in any routine, specifically in this routine, because this is one of the best powders out there. If you have oily skin, if you have textured skin, if you want your makeup to stay on for the entire day, you cannot go wrong with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. Mine is in the shade Cherry Blossom Cake. I typically stay away from pink powders because they're either too deep for me or too pink or too weird. This is the most perfect shade of pink if your skin tone is close to mine. It is absolute perfection, finely milled, mattifying. I cannot stop saying enough good things about this. This is in my top 2 favorite powders, this and the Laura Mercier powder. I use one of those 2 powders on a daily, unless I'm trying out a powder, which rarely happens. I'm wearing either this or the Laura Mercier. They are equally amazing in my humble opinion, and I just love this one so much. So I'm going to show you the before and after, because we're going to set one side of my face and it's going to look fabulous. Make sure that there's no creasing, you know, around the nose area or under the eye where you apply concealer. I think we're good for now. And then Huda Beauty sent over their really cute puffs, but you can get obviously just cheap puffs from Amazon. I use them all the time. And then, yeah, I do recommend applying it with a dry puff rather than a wet sponge, but some people do that. So you pick up the powder, and I'm gonna go right in. Like, I'm not scared. I'm gonna go right in and start pressing that under my eye. Now, I don't necessarily do baking just because setting is enough for me, I feel like. So I'm just pressing that in, spreading this all over the side of my face, and you can instantly see how mattifying and blurring the powder is. It is truly a magical powder. There's nothing like it. It's just that good. So we're gonna set the forehead as well, just this side though, and then around here, half of my nose. Now I feel like the blush has disappeared. I was so heavily blushed by the new Rose shades, the berry tones, and now I feel like it has disappeared. Why does this always happen? Anyways, let's take a look at this side of my face with a ton of makeup. Already some oils coming through. Obviously, makeup is not set, so it's also kind of glowy. Boom. After, we have completely mattified and blurred face. Now, I wouldn't necessarily say that the primer is doing it for me. I feel like if I used my regular Benefit Professional, it would have looked better. Maybe because it's a silicone-free primer, and I'm all about those silicones. In my primer, at least. I think so. Because I still see quite a bit of texture. Now, don't get me wrong, it never disappears completely, but it can look a tiny bit better. This is just me being completely honest with you guys, but this powder is a must-have. So phenomenal. They have other shades too if you're intimidated or don't like pink, like the Cupcake, Banana, whatever other shades they have, like the deeper shades as well. So yeah, they have a really good shade range. And now they even have a purple powder. which is really fun, but a little too purple for me. I use it sometimes, but kind of like as a blush, I want to say. Yeah, so we have only one more step. So let me set the side of the face and come back to finally try the newest launch from the brand, the Easy Bake Setting Spray. We're here for the last step, step number 4, and this Easy Bake Setting Spray is supposed to mattify and blur your skin for the entire day. We will see about that. You gotta shake it really well. It doesn't have any fragrance, which is really nice. Ooh, that's a lot is coming out. I don't know if a setting spray can't necessarily blur, you know what I mean? But it definitely like feels like a layer on my skin. Like it definitely sets the makeup. I bet this really helps with the longevity of makeup. Like this is what it feels like the One Size, like the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray, like some of the best setting sprays on the market. Made in Italy, and it also has some niacinamide and hyaluronic acid, and it's fragrance free. I actually love this. I love this setting spray. All right, team. Here is the final result of the viral Huda Beauty blurring 4-step routine with the primer, foundation, powder, and setting spray. Honestly, my face looks really good. My face looks really good. I think the setting spray did something here. It really mattified everything. It actually looks super, super nice. Ooh, I love this. What do we think about this routine? What do you think about each individual product? I gotta say the primer is my least favorite. I absolutely love the foundation. Obviously the powder is the GOAT, the best powder out there. The setting spray I'm falling in love with because it really did something. It really did something. Primer, yeah, I just have better primers with silicones. That's just me. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I will link everything I used on my face, including these products, in the caption below. I fear the makeup is looking really nice today. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, you guys. Let me know if this was helpful, if I should post more tutorials or testing products on textured skin, because I know I am not the only one out there with this problem. Well, not a problem, just a feature, right? Thank you so much for watching, guys. I love you so much. If you shop through my links, it really help out my channel quite a bit. Thank you so much for doing that, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.